Do me a favor, just turn around. We do have to cuff you up. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Any chance that you're pregnant?
No.
Ohio woman is detained by U.S. Marshals after an 8-month-old baby boy is found dead, raising serious questions about what happened before his death.
My God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Melanie, take a deep breath.
Slow down.
Hey, Aaron.
We're bringing you the shocking moment she breaks down on body camera, along with disturbing details revealed in court documents. Investigators later learned that she was allegedly operating an unlicensed daycare out of her own home.
If you just have her come out, we'll get her down there, get her booked, and then come on.
This is one, I understand your job.
Right.
But this is a woman with about ready to have to.
We'll get her taken care of.
Your physical appearance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've been here before.
All right.
I don't have to
You want to
listen.
leave all your tools in here, so that way you don't gotta put it in your property. Just leave it all here. No.
What you say?
No.
You'll call.
Yeah,
She'll get the call. She's going to get booked, and then she'll probably see the judge, and she'll be able to give you guys a call.
She'll get booked in, and then she'll get a free phone call when she's put in the hold. They need cut off. Okay, they can cut them off there. They have equipment to do it.
Take a deep breath. It's just a warning. I can't go anywhere, so she called me.
What?
You guys transporting me want us to?
Step on down here. Take a deep breath.
We can.
Don't fall down. Do me a favor. Just turn around. We do have to cuff you up. Go ahead and put your hands behind your
Any
back.
chance that you're pregnant?
No.
Okay.
No. My.
Just relax. Palms together. You're praying. There you go.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Melanie, take a deep breath.
Slow down.
Hey, Aaron. Or actually, you can do it. Hey, Aaron, you can break down. You want to give her a pat down?
My.
Let's step forward.
Gloves on. Don't fall backwards. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath.
Don't lock your knees.
All right, I'm sure she'll be giving you guys a call here shortly, all right?
Give it about an hour and a half.
Melanie, just breathe. Just breathe. You gotta breathe.
We gotta get a picture of One foot at a time. Scoot over a little bit. Alright, don't go anywhere, okay? Alright, guys. You got handcuffs?
Good?
I do.
All right, I'm glad.
I'll give them back to you.
I was worried. I know this is kind of a big deal. I'll cook your guys' case for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, you guys are going to the wrong address there.
Melanie, try to breathe. Try to breathe. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Just breathe. Breathe.
This is a heartbreaking and difficult story to understand. It comes from East Canton, Ohio, and centers around an 8-month-old baby boy who was only beginning his journey in life. Sadly, his life was tragically cut short, leaving his family and loved ones grieving his loss. His mother had trusted someone else to care for him while she went to work, something that happens every day in communities across the country as parents rely on others to help care for their children. As a parent, it's almost impossible to imagine something like this happening. You drop your child off at daycare expecting that, at the end of the day, you'll return to pick them up and take them safely back home. That's the trust parents place in childcare every single day. But in this heartbreaking case from Ohio, that expectation was shattered. What happened next was captured on a police officer's body camera, showing a daycare worker during the investigation. As a parent, it's almost impossible to imagine something like this happening. You drop your child off at daycare expecting that, at the end of the day, you'll return to pick them up and take them safely back home. That's the trust parents place in childcare every single day. But in this heartbreaking case from Ohio, that expectation was shattered. What happened next was captured on a police officer's body camera, showing a daycare worker during the investigation. We have obtained the East Canton Police Incident Report, along with a civil complaint, which provide more details about what happened. That is laying out shocking allegations of how this daycare was run, leading to the devastating death of this young boy, and of course all of these are allegations at this point, and those facing charges are innocent until proven guilty. But I want to jump right into it here. So all of this begins on March 10th of this year. It is 1:39 in the afternoon, when an officer with the East Canton Police Department responds to a home to help paramedics with a medical emergency, and this medical emergency involves an 8-month-old boy, and his name was Grant Simmons. When the officer arrives, medics were already on their way to the hospital, so the responding officer talked to a woman who was still present at the home. It's a 45-year-old woman. Her name is Melanie DiMarzio, according to the incident report. DiMarzio pointed the officer in the direction of Simmons' mom, who is also still at the home. The officer and the patient's mom then go to the hospital. Those emergency staff attempted to revive the 8-month-old boy. The officer spoke with his mom. Quote, she advised that she dropped off her son to the babysitter earlier in the morning, when the babysitter later contacted her by phone stating that the child was not breathing. She stated that she spoke to her by phone at approximately 1:20 p.m. She stated that she had no indication of what could have happened to the child. A nurse came into the hallway and assisted the mother into the room, where the child was pronounced deceased a short time later. Now to this day it is unclear exactly what caused Simon's death, but there is a civil complaint that was filed by the village of East Canton that paints a chilling picture of DiMarzio's Daycare 1 rations. So the court documents were filed on March 20th. After the city learned that she was planning to reopen her daycare on March 23rd, which is just 13 days after the incident at her home where a child passes away. This lawsuit claims that inside the property, East Canton police discovered DiMarzio was providing child care services at her home to several infants and toddlers, and one of the big questions we're going to talk about in this case is, from a legal perspective, a criminal perspective, when does babysitting turn into an unlicensed daycare? That is a question that's very much at the center of this case. Now, when police interviewed DiMarzio, she allegedly had difficulty recalling how many children she babysat on a day-to-day basis, but she reportedly said she has between 5 and 10 children that she babysits at the property in exchange for $45 per day, paid in cash. The civil complaint also laid out the following allegations. Quote, officers learned that defendant Melanie DiMarzio did not have appropriate supervision or sleeping arrangements for infants and toddlers at the property. Defendant Melanie DiMarzio indicated she would either prepare food for children at the property or otherwise give children food provided by parents. Defendant Melanie DiMarzio did not have current CPR certification or any other medical training. It did not have any formal protocol for administering medications, such as Tylenol eye drops or amoxicillin, but informed officers she would follow any instructions given to her by parents. Defendant Melanie DiMarzio admitted that she had no emergency plan in place for former protocol in the event of a fire or other emergency at the property. Defendant Melanie DiMarzio further acknowledged that she did not utilize any baby monitors or cameras at the property to monitor children who were housed in different areas of the property. On the date that Grant Simmons unfortunately passed away, defendants had at least 5 children staying at the property, including him 2 children who are 23 months old, a 1-year-old child, a 3-year-old child, and a 4-year-old child for one of the children who was 1 year old. Defendant Melanie DiMarzio informed officers with the East Canton Police Department that she did not know the child's last name, in addition to DiMarzio's alleged lack of responsibility within the daycare's operation. The lawsuit also accuses the business itself of being unlicensed, exceeding Ohio's limits on the number of children under the age of 2, along with never obtaining the required conditional zoning certificate to operate within the home. As a result of these allegations, the civil complaint seeks to shut down DiMarzio's daycare for good in addition to monetary damages. The same day the lawsuit was filed, a temporary restraining order was placed on the daycare, meaning it needed to cease operations immediately pending a further hearing. That order was converted into a preliminary injunction on March 31st, so the daycare will no longer be able to operate. First-degree charge of involuntary manslaughter. A third-degree felony charge of endangering children and another third-degree felony of involuntary manslaughter. If convicted on all counts, she could face more than 20 years in prison and over $40,000 in fines. So we're gonna get to the moment DeMarzia was arrested, which was on July 21st by the East Canton Police Department with assistance from the U.S. Marshals 5 days after she was indicted by that grand jury. But this is how that played out on police body cam footage.